Even when you find the right lender, you as the borrower can do things that can kill the deal and force you to lose your loan on your future home. I'm Harris Benson with John Doherty Realtors, and you're watching Real Talk with Harris. Today we're going to point out some of these mistakes so you don't follow suit and fall in the footsteps of other people's bad habits. To better understand this, we're going to be speaking with industry expert Stephanie Weeks with the Weeks team. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So Stephanie, I read your book. It's called Mortgage Peace, for those who've not read it or heard of it before. It's a book I highly recommend. It's got a lot of information that's great, especially for you first-time home buyers out there. And in the book, you mention various ways in which people can sink their own deal. What are some of the important things for our viewers to keep in mind so that that doesn't happen to them?
We definitely don't want that happening to anyone. So some things to keep in mind are, while you're living your normal life, yes, but basically be frozen. Don't open any new accounts, don't close any accounts, don't spend money that you wouldn't normally spend, and don't deposit money that you've found somewhere.
Well, what if I have X amount of money in the bank, and I have the down payment covered, and there's this really sweet new car I want to buy, and I'll take out a loan and I get the new car. That shouldn't be a problem, right?
That may not be a problem, but it could also be an absolute deal breaker. But even if it's not a deal breaker, you just added a delay to your closing, because now we've got to go verify new information that's not even fully reported yet.
Whoa, okay.
Leads down a rabbit hole.
What about furniture, right? I just want to buy furniture for my new home.
No, don't buy furniture for the home until you own it, which means that's after the closing.
Okay, that's good. Is there anything else that comes to mind that you've had a personal experience with where someone lost their loan?
Definitely. So even something as simple as changing positions at work. Don't do that during the loan process. Don't change positions, don't change jobs, don't change pay. Like I said, don't deposit money you've gotten from a friend, a family member, from your safe, anything like that. Just really try not to do anything that's going to lead to more questions.
Yeah, and I think this, tying it together, I think this all really relates to that relationship, right, between the borrower and the lender.
Right.
In a good relationship, as you referenced in another video we did together, it's like a marriage, right? When you're married, you are openly communicating with each other, informing people, okay, this is my situation with my job, what should I do? I want to buy a new car, is this something I should do?
Absolutely, ask, always ask.
Exactly, so ask first. The lender is someone who's helping you find that home, right? And so the better that you communicate with one another, the more likely that you're going to have that peaceful close that everyone wants.
Absolutely.
So you have that, so you ultimately get the keys to your new home and move in. Thank you so much for being here today. This is Stephanie Weeks with the Weeks team. I'm Harris Benson with John Doherty Realtors, and I hope you have a great day and see you next time.